Dallas Reedy, home at last. Hugs from Mum, all but a dream just days ago. His first stop, the backyard. A chance to touch the soil he longed for so much while lost at sea. Then it's time for more hugs from the whānau.
I thought of you, brother. I said hooray to you. I said I know too much. My baby brother. Come home, bro.
Today, it's time to soak up the little things.
Still big and solid, eh? Have a seat, bro.
Much like yourself, eh? Solid.
Cheer, fellas. Oh, I'm home, eh? That was deep. I've never been so rapt to be home in my life.
Yeah, that's what we're feeling.
Fresh out of hospital, already etched on his arm the date his life changed forever. The 15th of March, the day that everything went so wrong.
I was sitting in the middle of the boat. I saw their wave. I heard it and I saw it. It knocked me clean off the boat. And I don't know if another one had. So we went over real fast.
How fast are we talking this happening?
Bang, bang. Over, I grabbed the rope, swung around the back of the boat. Bang, it's over. I ride over and I just climbed straight up. I just scratched my way up. It's on my, as anyhow I could.
In seconds, Dallas went from having the time of his life with his mates to being all alone.
I heard the air escaping, coming out of the boat. I thought, oh, here goes, it's going to go down, and it tipped up. And it reminded me of the Titanic, the way it tipped up. So I climbed onto the top bit, it lowered down, and then I just stepped off into the blackness. And my tongue was swollen.
Back on land, Dallas's wife, Te Wē, and whānau were just holding on.
I was trying not to think of the worst. I'm just glad my sons and my mother-in-law was there. Especially the sons, because they were telling me and my mother-in-law to keep our heads up. They know their father's strong and that he's a fighter and he'll survive.
So they were confident the whole time?
Confident the whole time.
Out at sea, alone for hours, clutching only a petrol can he dubbed Wilson, Dallas decides to make a last-ditch bid for land.
And I thought, this is it, this is your best go to the mainland, and to the island, and I had a good go, I don't know, hour and a half of proper strokes, swimming hard as I could, and I looked up and I wasn't making any headway, nothing. And by then I had tied the, Wilson was in my undies by then, so I had undies on, my pants had come off and my gumboots. I tied him around there because he kept getting in the way when I was stroking, so I tied him behind me there and had a go. And then a plane came overhead and I couldn't get it off, so I ripped my undies off to wave out at the plane, and that's when my undies came off. And he had the singlet on and the can.
During Dallas's 18-hour ordeal, on 3 separate occasions, rescue efforts were within arm's reach.
And I saw the chopper, and I saw the boat, and I thought a boat, a plane, and a chopper. None of them have seen me, and that sank me down a lot. My morale went right down there. I was like, right, I'll find out what's on the other side now. I'll step through the door, I'll see what's on the other side. And I wasn't scared or nothing. I hoped I had done enough good in my life that it would outweigh any bad I had done. And I was ready, and that made me calmer, a lot more relaxed. I was lying there. I had the tin around my neck by then because I wanted to keep my head above the water even if I wasn't here. And then I heard the boat. I couldn't believe it. They went straight past. And then I threw the tin up in the air. I screamed and yelled and everything I could at my last breaths. And I heard that young fella say, "Survivor," in the water. And then from there, I just lost it. Once I got on that boat, I curled up and then I thought about everything else.
Soon after Dallas's rescue, news of a survivor makes its way back to his wife, Te Auwe.
Well, I was told there was a survivor, but it wasn't Dallas. In my mind, I thought if there is a survivor, it is Dallas. If he hadn't have rung me from the hospital at 6 o'clock, 6:30, maybe even 7 o'clock, I would never have known he was still alive. First, I thought I was speaking to a Kiwa because I was told he didn't survive. But the sheer harikoa that it's true he's alive. There's no other feeling like it. Just thankful to God and whoever, our tupuna, my father, my father's passed on a while now, whoever helped. I believe myself it wasn't just Wilson holding up my husband for all those hours. His nan, his granddad, my mother-in-law's partner, his cousin. It was more than Wilson, and I'm just grateful to them and to God because I know it's an amazing achievement that my husband did.
Besides a few bumps and bruises, Dallas is in good health and good spirits, surrounded by those he loves.
Yeah.
But his mates who haven't made it are never far from his mind. On his arms are tattoos inked by his close friend and crewman, Bo Gillies, who's passed away. In his heart, he says his mates will live on.
I want the boys back, that's all. I want all the brothers back. I want the families to have them back so they can do what's right.
Amongst the speculation around the safety of the boat and the safety readiness of the crew, Dallas has this to say.
In your opinion, you guys were doing everything that you should be.
No playtime out there. These were guys that were professional men at their jobs, the right equipment, with the right attitude, and the sea was the sea. I'm not experienced enough fisherman to talk about loads and stuff like that, but what I do know is that I've never ever seen a fisherman sleeping with a life jacket on a liveaboard boat. You just wouldn't do stuff like that. You hear them on deck when you're out there working, and that's exactly what we had in place. If you were on deck, you had something on. Except me. I was only out there checking on two seasick guys. Didn't think I'd need mine, and bang. The rest is what went down. Yeah, I was.
While Dallas is getting used to the idea of being home, he's undecided on where he'll take life next.
Up the coast, we say back in the saddle. But I'll see about that after talking with my wife and family. And it's a hard life, and I'm getting on a bit, and there must be something I can do out there that might make a few more dollars while holding a mic or something like that, mate. Because, I've busted myself over these years, and money's not the be-all and end-all for me anymore. I don't need it that much.
Te Auwe, will you ever let him back out on the water?
that's a hard thing to say because I know how he loves it so much and I wouldn't stop him from doing anything that he loves doing. But if I had a say in the matter, I'd prefer him not to ever go back out on the boat.
Hanging on to every word is Dallas's mum, Anne-Marie, so grateful to have her son back at home.
I find it hard to be joyous. My body wants to jump up and down, and but my heart won't let me. And I can't be happy and joyous, but I am grateful. I'm so grateful that Tangaroa gave my son back to me. And he was given back for a reason. For me, I think that he is a link for the families. That last link with their loved ones. My heart is heavy for them. And I want them to know that I don't take the gift of my son being back lightly. And they will always be in my heart too, as they will be in my son's.
I know that when I left them, they were all in the best of spirits, having the time of their lives.